can't straddle the fence.
Can't do it.
And I think when we say that to our young people, it's like, you know, they're hearing, we can't do nothing.
That's it. Sure
We can't do anything. And that's what they're hearing. When you can't straddle the fence, come out from among them and be ye separate. We can't do nothing. And that's what they're hearing. And let me tell you something. Pastor Stephanie said, and I did say that to Pastor Harrell. I said, we have fun at our church. And we did. And this is where the bonding and camaraderie of you young people come in, because instead of pushing other young people away, and y'all can be brutally honest at times.
Amen.
Instead of being brutally honest about some people, just accept them as they are until God changes them.
Amen.
Elder Holly, you know, he had keloids on his neck. He had about 3 or 4 of them on his neck. And I didn't stray away from him because of that.
Amen.
That was my buddy.
Amen.
I mean, that's my buddy. And I mean, sometimes he would get them cut off or laser off, however they had to do it. And then sometimes they grow real big.
Yeah, they come back.
I mean, sometimes me and him made a joke about it, and you know, but that's the way we were. I never shunned away from him because of his deformities. I basically gravitated to him.
Amen.
Amen.
And embraced him. Yes, thank you. And I embraced him, and we became best friends.
Amen.
I mean, you guys, you see somebody, and they'll have a limp, and I mean, it's just brutal. Embrace them. Everybody's not made up like you.
That's it. Amen.
Amen.
Everybody's not going to look like you.
Amen.
Everybody don't have the finances your family have, so they might not dress
like you. Amen.
Like you. But that don't mean you know, put them down and make them feel inferior, because then you run them and their family away, because kids will tell. They talk about my shoes. They talk about my clothes. And to be honest, all of us had to come up.
Amen.
That's right. Amen.
My mom used to buy us polyester. And that thing would hit me so bad. Polyester suit. Especially during, I didn't mind during Christmas time, because at Christmas time it was cold. And I could wear it in the cold. But in the summer when it's muggy and
It's hot.
I'll be walking like this. But that's what what I'm gonna say, Mom? You gonna say, boy, put it on. But until she was able to do better, that's what I was getting.
Amen.
I didn't fuss about it, but I wore it.
Amen.
Some of these kids now, if it ain't name brand, they
Tell about it. Tell about it.
I told my wife the other day, I say, the problem is they get so name brand oriented that if it ain't name brand, they think it don't work.
That's true.
We used to go to Learners, I think it was.
That was one of the stuff. No, not learning.
Oh, for girls?
That was for girls.
Where did we go?
Montgomery,
Kmart,
Arlen's, Kmart.
Montgomery, all the places. Let me tell you something. Family Dollar is just all that wrapped up in one.
All right now.
And CVS now have clothes, and Walgreens and all of them have clothes. Walmart.
That's right.
You ain't got to go to Saks Fifth Avenue if you know you ain't got Saks Fifth Avenue money. And a lot of times, this is for the adults, kids. A lot of times we let the kids get us in a bind. We go get them the finest of things. And then they grow out of it, tear it up, lay it on the floor, run it over, and you look and say,
on the back of
about learning how to do your money, and if you put away, and you can't put away because you trying to make it. I want my kids to be, look good. I want them to be. They can look good with some stuff out of Walmart.
That's true. That's true.
Long as it's clean. Thank you, Mom.
That's right.
So we get caught up into them representing us and not even saying, well, I want you to represent God. I want you to look holy. We'll see them out there acting up and who messing with you? We're going to go and act up with them. That's not representing God. Ain't nobody going to mess with my child. That's not representing God, and I don't think nobody should mess with your child. But I don't think you should go out there and act a fool with them.
Amen.
Now, there are times you got to deal with stuff. I always told y'all, when somebody comes in my house, it's a problem. It's a problem. And I have a lot of things in the house that I can make a problem for. But problem solved. I'm not going to run out of this. A couple of weeks ago, somebody broke in the house. You all know.
Amen.
So I left home. I had to be the husband and the homeowner. So I had to go and take care of the business. I had to take care of it, right? And I could have very easily, Pastor, went home. Who done broke in my house? I've been over here 20 and I could have raised a fuss. I mean, I could have laid it on that whole street. But why? When they see me, hey, Brad. Now, when I went out there, who did that? They gonna say, that's the Brad man right there?
Yeah. That's exactly what they were
That's the Brad man right there? Not the Brad.
Not red.
Then they say, hey, Mr. Rev. Because I done showed another likeness, and I didn't show the image of God. But I went there, and here's one thing that I did. I went there, and one of my neighbors was there, and he said, Rev, I got you, man, I got you. I walked right by him. I didn't say nothing, I walked right by him. And then I came out and I asked my brother, I said, where is that? Where's my neighbor? He said, he come down the street now. And I went over to him. I didn't have to do this, but I went over to him and I said, man, I apologize. I said, it's not that I was ignoring you. I was just trying to take it all in. I said, I'm sorry, I blew you off like that. He said, oh, no, brother, you're all right, you're all right. He said, I understand. Now, I could have accused him. It was you. But that wouldn't have been the godly thing. And what I'm trying to say, young people, older people, what I'm trying to say is we have to show forth godliness all the time in everything we do. We have to show forth godliness. Even when things get us upset, we have to show forth godliness. All right, last scripture that we want. 1 Corinthians.